while you're here, fucking roll the clip. Sleepaway Camp 3 is the dreaded apocalypse of my movie list. It is a terrible movie. And I kind of can tell you that Sleepaway Camp 3 makes Sleepaway Camp 1 look like an Oscar-worthy movie. I'm going to do a brief summary on Sleepaway Camp 1. 1 had good lighting. It had good acting. It also had good death scenes that were pretty original at the time. Yes, the whole cliche camp killing thing was done with the Jason Voorhees movies, but it still was an okay thing to do. Also, the ending had a fucking twist that came out of nowhere. What do you got with 3? A bunch of lame-ass deaths. You got bad acting, where it seems like they picked up the actors on the side of a fucking street and said, hey, come film this movie with us, we'll give you money. Chances are, half of them were homeless people and just offered them food. Also, you got bad build-up to the deaths, and the deaths are terrible. And I just can't explain. This movie is basically the chunk of shit in the shit sandwich spread with vomit all over it. That's enjoyable as it is, huh? Let's take a look at 3 and its key points of this piece of shit of a movie.
So our movie starts off, this time actually in the city, I believe, New York. We're introduced to our main character by the name of Marie. She's actually going to be one of the counselors at the new camp that just opened up, and... okay, that was actually a quick movie. Alright, movie's over. Awesome. Well, guys, thanks... Shit! It's Angela. Great. Just great. So this time, Angela actually disguises herself as a counselor yet again, but she's disguised herself as Marie, I take it. And she goes to the camp that she was actually at last that killed all the kids in the Sleepaway Camp 2. This time, though, they take a group of kids from the ghetto and a group of kids from suburbs and make them work together so to see if they can be counselors. This is definitely a recipe for fucking disaster, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, first off, I want to explain the acting in this movie is fucking terrible.
Just a firecracker. You city brats should be used to that.
You have no likable characters, so you don't feel bad when someone dies. You're actually waiting for them to die. And look at Pamela Springsteen in this movie. She looks so tired and worn out that she's like, oh god, I can't believe I'm doing this shitty fuck of a movie. This is probably, you know, the reason why she started her photography career.
Right over there.
So right now at this point in the movie, Angela and the campers have all settled in, and they split up into 3 groups. One with the cop, one with Herman, and one with Herman's wife. This is where Angela starts her killing because she doesn't like anybody by their beliefs, or their drug usage, or that they have sex. It's actually pretty cliche with a slasher film, but you know, this is Sleepaway Camp, where everything is taken from other movies. And at this point in the movie, you're actually wanting to put in a Friday the 13th movie in. Actually, I feel like doing that right now.
I love Friday the 13th so much. I just love it. It's so much better than Sleepaway Camp. Oh, that's for fucking sure. Do we have any pie?
Oh, please don't remind us of the second movie. Thank you. Alright, so after the first campsite that was killed off by Angela, she moves on to the next one, which is actually Herman's wife's campsite.
Sharing and caring time. For instance, what's your favorite movie? E.T.
Get the fuck out! Me too!
Actually, this is where I want to talk about a certain death scene in the movie. The lawnmower death scene, which is actually a clever death scene, but look how it is put out. The woman is blindfolded, not tied up by the wrist, not tied up by the legs, thrown in a pit that is not even a pit actually, it's more like a pile of garbage bags, and she can't get out. Granted that Angela could hit her with a shovel if she tried getting out, but at least she can try taking the blindfold off and making a run for it somewhere else. This is where you know your deaths are not... oh, they're just not good. They're not well portrayed. So right now, like in most horror films, there is a love interest or a couple then at this point, and it would be Tony and Marcia. This actually I'm okay with. Their connection with each other is pretty good, and I actually like these two characters. You don't see much connecting very much in any of the Sleepaway Camp movies, except for like the death kills and stuff like that. But these two actually played out well, which actually are my only two favorite characters in this whole movie. But that's as good as I'm going to say about this movie.
No choice.
So after the two other campsites that were killed off by Angela, Angela moves on to the third one, which is the police officer campsite. But this is where I forgot to mention earlier. The police officer actually has a history with Angela, apparently. She killed off his son in the second movie, which you all saw. Problem is, though, there is no build-up between these two characters. So you don't feel the tension when they finally meet again. And nor was he ever mentioned in the first movie or the second movie, except the fact that he was a cop that arrested Angela. This is where your bad movie has gone down the drain and where you should at least turn it off.
Come on, Angela. What's it gonna be?
A gun.
Alright, so now we're getting to the end of this fucking horror shit of the fest. This is where Marcia and Tony and the other two campers find out who is killing who. And they find all the bodies of their friends. At this point, though, Angela, has them all tied up, and she says she wants to play a game with them. Now we're playing Saw, but I want to talk about this death scene. The part where the three campers go into the last cabin to find Marcia. The two kids on the side get fucking impaled by giant spikes, and Tony lives. I don't know if she planned that the two kids were going to be standing on the side and had those two spikes impaled into them. Plus, I want to know, where the fuck does she have the time to do this? I mean, it's all in a matter of one fucking day. That's it. I'm ending this movie right now. After Marcia spats out, she kills Angela, so we think her and Tony live happily ever after. Actually not, because she has a boyfriend. Burn! And then the two guys and the paramedics are deciding if they should kill Angela or not.
So there you have it, Sleepaway Camp 3. Bad lighting, bad directing, and bad deaths. The three bads in a horror movie. And to tell you the truth, this movie is shit. There's scenes where people die that you can't see what's going on. There are pathetic plot holes in this movie, and it doesn't make, and the build-up between Angela and the cop is just not there. Where is it? So, everybody, since I'm done with the Sleepaway Camp series, since there is no more Sleepaway Camp movies, I'm going to enjoy my drink, and I'm going out for a walk. So, have a good night. Fuck this movie. Fucking stupid-ass movie, making me drink, becoming an alcoholic. Okay, you kind of look familiar. And what are you doing with that shovel? See, I'm drunk, so I can't, oh, what the? No, it's being buried alive! What the? Wait, you didn't tie me down, did you? What the fuck? You didn't even tie me down? Bitch. Fucking stupid ass movies.